Alright! Hello! Good evening sa lahat ng aspiring online tutors dyan. Good evening po sa inyong lahat. And now, andito na naman tayo ngayon for me to discuss or to present to you the Mac demo lesson tips. Okay, so I'll be sharing you some tips and some tricks on how to pass the demo lesson. So may papakita akong video sa inyo. Ang video na to is I will be explaining to you what are the things that you need to learn or you need to prepare before your actual demo lesson. And sa video din na to, i-explain ko sa inyo or ipapakita ko sa inyo on how the demo lesson should look like. Okay? So, I will act like a teacher talaga sa video na to. And also, I will give you yung mga ano ba dapat yung i-expect during sa training nyo sa Engoo. Okay? So, I hope that you will really learn from this video and makakuha kayo ng mga ideas kung paano ba para makapasa kayo sa Engoo. Okay? So, but before that, I would just like to invite you all to please follow my Facebook page, Jella Escolto. The name is Tutor Jill. Okay, so I put the link there on the comment section. So please, i-follow nyo yan. Kasi dyan ako magpo-post ng mga updates, mga possible na mga dapat nyong malaman regarding online tutor. Okay? So, I hope you will follow my Facebook page. And also, meron din akong group page, Engoo Aspiring Tutor. So, you can always join our group para din updated kayo. And also, please don't forget mag-subscribe naman kayo diyan for you to be updated and ma-notify kayo during sa mga live natin, like live sessions or sa mga new uploads ko para maging updated kayo, okay? So, ngayon din, tonight, I will be answering all your questions, okay, regarding Engoo. And hindi lang sa Engoo, if you have any other questions or any other clarifications regarding online teaching or ESL teaching, that's okay. As long as kaya kong sagutin. So I will answer all your questions for tonight. Okay? So let's wait for other tutors. Maghintay muna tayo. Okay? Kasi mostly magsa-start ako mga 8:15. So, it's still 8:08. So, let's just wait for others. So, marami pa rin nagtatanong like, how can they book training sa Engoo? So, I think meron ng mga available slots ang Engoo, di ba? Parang meron na silang available slots kasi noon talaga parang ang hirap makahanap ng available slots for your training. But now, timing, meron na talaga siyang mga available slots. Pero timing mo lang kasi minsan madali lang mapuno, mahirap talaga siyang hanapin. But unlike before na talagang paggising mo sa umaga, fully book agad and then maghihintay ka hanggang midnight and then you will be able to see fully book pa rin. So, ngayon, parang medyo okay na siya kasi at least pagising mo, meron na siyang mga available slots. So, timing lang talaga. And abang-abang lang din talaga. Okay? So, if you have any questions, please comment down para masagot natin yan. Alright? So while waiting for the other tutors, please let me know that you are here. Say present, comment present. Okay. So let's just wait for others, ha? Yan. So by the way, please prepare pen and paper, okay? Kasi sa video later, para makapag-take note kayo ng important details. So, kagaya ko, I still prepare pen and notebook. So, you can get pen and notebook or pen and paper para ma-take note nyo yung mga important details na ipapakita ko sa video. Alright? So, wait lang. Ayan. Okay, let's just wait for others. So again ha, you can always follow my Facebook page para maging updated kayo. May na-upload ako mga videos doon na very helpful, especially for aspiring tutors. Lalong-lalo na talaga sa mga first-timers, sa mga beginners dyan. Meron akong mga i-upload na videos. So that's very helpful for you. And by the way, ito, iset nyo to sa calendar nyo. Meron akong gagawin na parang training siya by next week. I'm inviting everyone, lalo na yung mga first-timers and beginners dyan. I'm inviting you all to please join with me on our live by next week. Kasi next week, ang gagawin natin is, I will share to you my mga tips or a step-by-step guide on becoming an online tutor. So para talaga to sa mga first-timers dyan, sa mga beginners, sa mga walang experience talaga sa pagtuturo online. So itong training na to na gagawin natin by next week, this is really for you. I will be providing you information on the step-by-step guide on becoming an online tutor. So ito, sasabihin ko sa inyo kung ano yung mga details. So, ayan. So 5 days yung training natin, pero 1 hour lang siya ha. Every 8 p.m. lang kada every night. Every night at 8 p.m. So, the training will be through YouTube live stream. So, same nito. And then, this is only for free ha. So, please don't miss this chance. This is only for free. Ang iba kasi may bayad, 'di ba? So, sa akin free lang. Alright? So, eto siya. Ang topic natin next week, Monday, is all about what are the requirements needed before you start your online teaching. So, ano ba yung mga equipments na kakailanganin nyo before kayo mag-start or before kayo mag-apply sa online teaching. So, yung objectives dito is you will learn about the requirements that are needed before you apply as an online tutor. And also, I will be informing you kung ano ba yung mga recommended computer specs or laptop specs or mga brand ng headset na talagang nire-recommend ko na gamitin nyo. And yung mga recommended webcam and internet speed. So, ano bang mga kailangan doon? Okay? So, yun yung ating topic by Monday next week. And by Tuesday, sa susunod na araw naman, ang topic natin is what are the things that you need to prepare for yourself? So, ikaw, bilang aspiring online tutor na wala pang experience sa online tutoring, 'di ba? So, ano ba yung kailangan mong paghandaan? Alright? So, in this lesson or in this training, you will learn about the things that you need in order to practice and how you can look confident on an online interview. All right? Next, on Wednesday. So ito, by Wednesday, ang topic naman is how to pass an online interview. Okay, so you will learn about the things to prepare before your interview, during your interview, and after your interview. So, I will give you kung ano ba yung dapat yung i-expect before, during, and after the interview. And the last one, ito, the tips and effective ways for you to start, for you to pass your interview. So again, I will be sharing you some information kung ano yung kailangan yung gawin para makapasa kayo sa interview nyo. Okay? Next is, sa Thursday naman, ang topic natin is magbibigay ako sa inyo ng list of ESL companies for undergraduate and doesn't require any teaching experience. So, tutulungan ko kayong makahanap ng mga um, ESL companies na parang hindi nire-require yung degree holder, and hindi nare-require yung mga teaching experience or tutoring experience. So again, I will help you land a job or look for a job that really suits your qualification. And on Friday, so that's the last day of our training. So what will happen is parang wrap up na lang. So if you have questions na hindi nyo natanong during sa live natin, then you can ask on Friday. Kasi parang summary na yon or doon na yung wrap up natin. Okay, so again, our live training will start on Monday. That is June 27 to 31. And that will be every night, 8 p.m. Okay, so start your online teaching career now. Kasi we are on pandemic, a global pandemic. So teaching or home-based job is very in demand. And one of it is being an online tutor. So I hope you will start your online teaching career now. Not later, not soon, but now. Okay? And don't worry kasi tutulungan ko naman kayo. Kaya nga gumagawa ko ng mga training, 'di ba? Para matulungan kayo hanggang sa makahanap kayo ng company na talagang the company that will accept you, the company that suits your qualification talaga. Okay? So ngayon, since it's already 8:18, so I will play the training video. All right. So ito na ang training video. So I will share my screen. One moment. Let me share my screen. Ayan. Okay. Hello, teachers. Welcome to our training and mock demo lesson. This is for all Ingo aspiring tutor. So at the end of this training, you will be able to learn about the things to check before your actual demo lesson. You will also learn about the tips on how to pass a demo lesson. And also, you will learn the class flow or the lesson flow that you will use during your actual demo lesson. And last, you will become confident in your actual demo lesson. So first, let me introduce myself. I will be your trainer or coach for today. My referral code is my tutor name and tutor ID. This will be asked when you pass your actual demo lesson. So my tutor name is Jill or JIL. My tutor ID is P1312. So as you can see, that is my tutor's profile. So I started here in Ingo when I was 18 years old. So that was 2016. And I am here for almost 4 months or 5 months. almost half a year. I stopped because I graduated in college and went to Cebu to work as a customer service representative. So I was working as a customer service representative for almost 4 years. And now I went back home here in our province. And after that one, I get back on working as an online tutor. And I found the company again. Before this was called Bibo, but now it's already named as Ingo. So I'm really happy that this company embraces me again and welcomed me again. So it's really a great opportunity, especially this time that we are facing a pandemic, a global pandemic. So I hope and I really prayed that you will be one of the newly hired Ingo tutor. I want you to experience the advantages and the benefits that I am also getting here in this company. So now let us start for the things to check before your actual demo lesson. First is you should check your background. Your background should be plain. It's not necessary to have a colored white background, just plain background. Number two, have a good and stable internet connection. So again, prepaid Wi-Fi connection is not accepted here in Ingo. It should be postpaid and LAN connection. Number three, it should have a quiet environment. So make sure that during your training, your environment should be quiet. There will be no unnecessary noise like barking of dogs, chicken sound, and vehicles passing by. And next is you should wear your professional or business attire on the top. And lastly is to check yourself. Are you ready? Are you prepared? That is why you have this kind of training and mock demo lesson for you to be fully prepared and fully equipped on your actual demo lesson. Okay, next. These are the very basic demo lesson tips, but it's the most important. Number one, wear a smile and have an eye contact. So always have a good vibes or always have a pleasant smile whenever you enter the lesson page or whenever you conduct a lesson with your student. It creates a friendly atmosphere and a good vibes atmosphere. Number two, be lively and show that you are confident. So have a good energy, and your energy should be consistent from the start until in the middle and at the end of your lesson. And third is use TPR or total physical response, like hand gestures, body movements. So that's also very important. That will catch the attention of your student. And lastly is you should speak slowly and clearly, but take note that your level of pacing should also based on the level of your student. If your student is a kid, then you should of course speak slowly. Adjust also your level of teaching. But if your student is a high school student, a university student, or an adult, then there's no need to adjust your level of pacing. Because since it's an adult, then you can talk normally. But still, check their level if they are a beginner, if they are intermediate, or they are advanced level. Now, I will discuss to you the class flow. So please remember that these class flow should be in order or the ordering of this class flow is fixed. This should not be interchanged. So now, what you just need to change in this class flow is the script or the spills. You can shorten the script, you can rephrase the script, as long as the thought is there. So first part of the class flow is greeting part. But before you do the greeting part, you need to check your student's request before you begin your class. So later on, I will show you the example of student's request. Okay, now let's start with a greeting. So please call the students on time. Do not be late. We only have a 5-minute grace period, but still, since you will do your actual demo lesson, please do not be late. Remember, first impressions last. Okay? So when you are calling the student, smile. Loosen up yourself. Loosen up a bit. Okay? Don't be too hard. Don't be too stiff. Smile genuinely. And start your spiel. Hello, my name is Jill, and I'll be your online tutor for today. How do you want me to call you? Okay, read it with enthusiasm and energy. Okay, and the student will answer with his name. So you can say, nice to meet you. For example, the student's name is Yuki. So you can say, nice to meet you, Yuki-san. So remember to always put san at the end of the name of the Japanese student. Okay? Next is the audio and video check. So you, as an online tutor, you should keep your webcam on all throughout the class. That is a mandatory, except if you really have experienced any troubles in turning on your camera. But since we are talking here during your actual demo lesson, so please make sure that your camera is working fine. So now, here are the suggested spills. Before we begin our lesson, I would just like to check a few things. Can you hear me clearly? Alright, how about my video? Can you see me well? Oh, I noticed that your webcam is not on. Would you like to share your video with me today? So, teachers, please be reminded during your actual demo lesson, the evaluator's camera is turned off. Because then again, they are not a real student. They are just pretending to be a student. So that's why their camera is off. So just assume that they are a real student. So you can say, oh, no problem, maybe next time. So let's continue with our class. Okay, now this is an example of a student's request. So this is for your eyes only. There's no need to say, okay, your sample student's request is lesson style, original material, self-introduction, blah, 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 and so on. You don't need to read this word by word because you will have a suggested spills later after this one. Now, let's have the introduction. So, remember, after the audio and video check, you will have the introduction. So, first, it is mandatory to introduce yourself as a tutor first before your student's introduction. So, the tutor will start with a brief introduction. Avoid mentioning or asking any personal information like any sensitive topics like religious, gender, race, political views, or any or like status, or any unnecessary or any sensitive topics. Okay, so remember that your introduction will have a duration of 4 to 5 seconds to a minute. So now this is your suggested script. Since this is our first class together, let's get to know each other, okay? Again, my name is Jill. I am from Philippines. I worked as an online tutor. And during my free time, I like to eat, I like to sleep, and I also like watching movies. How about you, Yuki-san? Can you share something about yourself? Okay, after that one, it will be your student's turn. So please listen attentively and ask at least 2 to 3 follow-up questions related to their hobbies or interest. Next part is the consultation. So please make sure to confirm all the details provided in the student's request during consultation. So this is where the student's request is very much needed. So you can say, I saw here in your student's request that you would like to use original materials. So as you can see here before, look at the lesson style. It's original materials, right? And for the self-introduction, the student wants to have an introduction before the lesson starts. And for correction, I want the tutor to proactively correct my mistakes. And for the special remarks, please type my mistakes. So again, this is for your eyes only. It is not necessary to read it word by word because in the consultation part, this is where you can use your student's request. So again, let us start. I saw here on your student's request that you would like to use original materials. Would you like to use it today or would you like to do something else? So if the student requests to continue, then there's no need to send the link because I already have the material. Remember that when you go to the lesson page, what you can see on your end is what also the student can see on his or her end. Okay, so now you can say, I can also see here that you would like me to proactively correct your mistake and type your mistake. Is that right? Yes. Okay, then that's great. You go directly to the direct instruction and guided practice. So this is the proper lesson. So in the proper lesson, in the materials, you will be able to see the teacher's note. It is highlighted with red letters, so or red colors. So the teacher's note is only available and it can only be seen by a teacher or by a tutor. The student don't have an option to view the teacher's note. And also, the answer keys is only available for the tutors. It is not available for the students. So now, if the student requested to have a free conversation, then these we have here 6 tips on how to conduct a free conversation. Number 1, please choose a topic that your student is interested in based on their introduction and discussion. So, your topic or your questions should be based on the introduction of the student. Remember his or her hobbies or interests. Number 2, ask follow up questions. So, in order for your class to be conducted, you need to ask follow up questions that is again related to their hobbies or interest. Number 3, since this is a free conversation, please avoid dead air or awkward silence. Number 4, make the student talk more. Follow the 70/30 rule. Number 5, listen attentively, especially if your student is talking, so that you will be able to know what would be your next question. Number 6, respond appropriately. So, for you to communicate with your student well, you need to be attentive, listen attentively, and of course, respond appropriately. Okay, now let's have the last part of the class flow. This is ending the class. So you will be given a minute to wrap up everything before the lesson ends. So ending the class consists of 3 parts. Number 1 is wrapping up, number 2 is giving feedback, and number 3 is saying goodbye. So for me, again, the spiel and the script can be shortened, can be rephrased as long as the thought is there. So I will give you my best practices, and this is my script. So you can use this on your actual demo lesson. So here we go. Oh, it seems like we only have a minute left before our lesson ends. Do you have any question, Yuki-san? No. Okay, so that's great. By the way, for today's lesson, we talk about Are You a Chatterbox? And you did very well in reading the vocabulary, in reading the article, and in answering the questions. Keep it up, okay? You can improve more by watching English movies, reading English books, and listening to English music, okay? Again, thank you so much, Yuki san, and I really enjoyed my lesson with you. Thank you and have a great day. I hope to see you again. Goodbye. Okay, so that is how I end my class. Again, you can use my spiel for your own actual demo lesson. So now, I will show you how I conduct my class. Please pay attention with my TPR, with my energy, with my accent, and the way I handle the class. Before you begin, make sure that you have properly fixed yourself. You have a pleasant face and you dress up properly. You should be on a quiet environment, plain background, and good lighting. Also, make sure that your full head and chest level can be seen on the camera, and you should be at the center. Look at the camera and smile. Be confident. Hi, my name is Jill, and I will be your online tutor for today. How would you like me to call you?
My name is Yuki.
Oh, hello, Yuki san. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right. Before we begin, I would like to check a few things. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Oh, how about my video? Can you see me well?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. So now, since this is our first class together, let's get to know each other better. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right. So my name is Jill and I am from the Philippines. I worked as an online tutor. And during my free time, I like to eat. I also like to sleep and watch movies. How about you, Yuki-san? Can you share something?
My name is Yuki. I am 16 years old. I live in Tokyo. I like to play badminton
Oh, that's nice. How often do you play badminton?
every weekend.
Wow. And who do you play with?
My father.
Wow, that's nice. Okay, so now are you ready for our lesson today?
Yes.
All right. So I can see here that you would like to use the original materials conversation. And the title is Are You a Chatterbox? Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, great. I can also see here that you want me to proactively correct your mistake and type your mistake in the chat box. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now let us start. Our lesson for today is all about Are you a chatterbox? Can you please repeat?
Are you a chatterbox?
Good. So let's start with exercise 1. Let's have listen and repeat. First word we have interrupt.
Interrupt.
To stop something from happening for a short period of time.
To stop something from happening for a short period of time.
Very good. All right, we have an example. I don't like to be interrupted in the middle of the conversation. Your turn.
I don't like to be interrupted in the middle of the conversation.
Oh, that's a nice try, Yuki-san. But can you please repeat this word again? Say like. Like. Look at my mouth. Like.
Like.
Very good. How about this one? Middle. Look at my mouth. Middle.
Middle.
Oh, very good. Good job. So now let's have the article. But before we go to exercise 2, do you have any questions?
No, it's okay.
Very good. So let's start with exercise 2. Let's read the article. Again, I will read the paragraph and you repeat after me. Okay?
Okay, let's say that you only have a minute left before you end your class. So this is what you'll do.
Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off, Yuki-san, but as much as I would love to continue our lesson, but we only have a minute left before we end our class. Do you have any questions?
No.
Oh, that's great. So now our topic is all about, are you a chatterbox? And you did very well in reading the vocabularies, in reading the article, and in answering the questions. So, to improve more, you can read English books, you can watch English movies, and you can listen to English music, okay? So again, Yuki-san, thank you so much for booking my class. I really have fun and I hope to see you again. Goodbye.
Bye. Okay, just a quick reminders. There will be two demo lesson, one with material and one with free conversation. Each demo lesson has different evaluators and will be conducted on a different time, but on the same day. It will also last for 15 minutes each. Whether you finish the lesson or not, you really need to end at 15 minutes. Make sure you have a timer because there is no timer in the lesson page. Your evaluator is Japanese or Filipino. It depends on them onto what kind of level of students will they pretend. Please have a neutral accent and there should be no Filipino or local accent that can be heard throughout your demo lesson. And lastly, before your training, make sure you have submitted the speed test that they require. Your trainer will send an email reminder with the Zoom link 24 hours before your training schedule. And please click on that Zoom link 30 minutes before your training will start. You should be on a standby mode and wait for your trainer to enter the Zoom meeting. So that's all. Thank you.
All right. So ayun. So I hope na nakatulong sa inyo 'yon, yung video na pinapakita ko sa inyo kanina. And meron lang pala akong corrections do'n. So, kasi sabi ko kanina na yung requirement sa internet connection is dapat naka-LAN connection siya and dapat postpaid, 'di ba? So, parang binago na ata ng Ingo. So, instead of postpaid connection, they already accepted prepaid Wi-Fi lang. Pero with LAN connection pa din. So prepaid is accepted as long as meron kang LAN cable. Okay? Yung wire. So as long as meron ka nun, kahit pa naka-prepaid ka, then that's okay. Next is okay. So, kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, merong dalawang demo lesson. So, first is a demo lesson with material and second is a demo lesson with free talk or free conversation. Alright? So, dun sa free talk, marami talagang nahihirapan kasi nga free talk, lalo na sa mga first-timers and beginners, parang wala talagang masyadong idea kung paano gawin yung free talk. So, ang tip ko sa inyo, kapag may free talk or kapag free talk na yung demo lesson nyo, dun kayo humugot ng mga questions pagdating sa hobbies or interest niya. Kasi nga, 'di ba, yung evaluator mo mag-introduce sa kanyang sarili. And sasabihin niya yung mga hobbies niya, yung mga interest niya. So dapat you as a tutor, dapat you need to be attentive. sa kanyang hobbies and interest kasi dun ka humugot ng mga questions. Especially if yung hobbies and interest niya is parang hobby mo rin. So example, traveling. The evaluator or the student mentioned that he likes traveling and then ikaw gusto mo rin mag-travel. So 'di ba meron kayong common hobbies or common interests. So, yun yung mga dapat tanungin mo regarding lahat sa hobbies. Okay? Pero, wag mo rin kalimutan na you also need to correct the student. So, paano mo siya i-correct? So, i-correct mo siya if ever incorrect yung mga sentences niya or incomplete yung mga sentences niya. If ever meron siyang mga grammar lapses or grammatical error, ganun. And yung mga linking verb niya na may missing sa sentences niya or any mispronounced word. So, dapat i-correct mo siya. Hindi lang puros tanong ka ng tanong kasi sometimes yun yung mga yun yung parang nami-misinterpret ng mga tutors kasi they tend to think na free talk lang to, more question and answer portion lang to. Pero parang nakakalimutan natin na before we ask the students some questions, we also need to evaluate their answers. Kung tama ba yung sagot nila. So, if tama, then that's the time magtanong ka ulit. Pero if mali yung sagot niya or yung sentences niya hindi sakto, so dapat mo siyang i-correct. So, how will you correct the student? Dapat positive scripting, okay? Yung positive scripting means that wag mo siyang biglain na sabihin mo agad na, oh no, that's wrong. That's not correct. So, wag mong gawin yon kasi it's very, parang ang negative ng impact sa student kapag ganon, di ba? So, dapat ang gawin mo is yung positive scripting na, oh, that's a nice try, but it's better to say blah, 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 blah. Can you repeat it? So, ganon. For example, tinanong mo, okay, can you please tell me where did you travel? Tas sabi niya, I go to Hong Kong and Macau last year. So, di ba dapat ang sakto is I went to Hong Kong and Macau last year. So, you as a tutor, before you ask another follow-up question, you need to make sure na kinorek mo muna yung student. So, instead of saying I go, dapat I went. So, you can say, wow, i-acknowledge mo muna yung sagot ng student. Like, oh, wow, that's a very good place. I also like to go to Hong Kong. But it's better to say, I went to Hong Kong last year because go is present and went is past. So since it already happened a long time ago or last year, so it should be went. So yun yung dapat i-explain mo sa student and then ipa-repeat mo siya sa sentence ulit. Okay? And then after that, pag ma-repeat na niya, then that's the time you ask another question. So again wag lang puros tanong ng tanong kasi parang iniisip nyo free talk, tanong lang ng tanong. So, hindi dapat ganon. You also need to correct the student. Alright? And then, by the way, each demo lesson, dapat 15 minutes lang. So, 15 minutes sa free talk, and then another 15 minutes sa demo lesson with material. So, dapat, meron kang timer dyan sa laptop or desktop mo or mag-alarm ka dyan sa phone mo. Kasi, in reality kasi, pagdating sa training mo and sa actual demo lesson mo, wala siyang timer doon sa platform kung saan kayo magkaklase ng student mo. So, since wala siyang timer, hindi mo check kung ano ng oras if ilang minutes na ba ang nakalipas. So, for you to know na ano ng oras, so you really need to do an alarm or set an alarm. Kasi dapat 15 minutes. Pero, 'di ba may 1 minute na ending the class or ending spiel. So, dapat talaga 14 minutes lang. Pag makita mo na 14 minutes na ang nakalipas, so you really need to do the ending spiel na. So, yung ending the class spiel. Okay? Kasi 1 minute yun eh. So, 14 minutes plus 1 minute ending the class or ending spiel. So, a total of 15 minutes. So, yun dapat yun. So, just a reminder, you should not end the class too soon or too early. Plus, dapat hindi mo rin i-end yung class too late. Kasi, parang minus points na yon sa evaluators nyo. Okay? So, really take note sa time. Be time conscious talaga. And ano pa ba? Okay. So, regarding the evaluators. Okay? So, sa evaluators kasi, iba't iba yung personality ng evaluators natin dito sa Ingo. So, merong mga evaluators na madaldal, very easy to deal with, yung parang tinutulungan ka na makapasa ka, yung hindi ka pahihirapan, 'di ba? So swerte ka kung matimingan ka ng ganung klaseng evaluator kasi parang effortless na, 'di ba? Pero merong mga evaluators na talagang pahihirapan kayo, yung ang cold ng treatment, yung nakaka-intimidate ng personality na evaluator. So ganung level na evaluator. So if ganyan, if ever matimingan ka ng ganyang klaseng evaluator, so please, wag kang magpadala. Okay? Isipin mo na tinitest ka lang yan, china-challenge ka lang yan kung saan mo talaga or hanggang saan mo ba kaya yung ganong klaseng personality. If kaya mo bang i-handle ang ganong klaseng attitude or ganong klaseng environment during the class. So, isipin mo na lang na parang they really filtered teachers who is really parang marunong talagang mag-cope up sa iba't ibang klase ng personality ng students natin. Okay? So, wag niyong masyadong seryosohin yung ganong klaseng personality kasi in reality, mababait naman talaga sila. It's just that during the training and during the mock demo lesson, pagdating sa Ingo, parang nagiging strict sila. Kasi nga, they are really filtering teachers that is really, parang yung really, they suit the teacher's spot talaga. So, parang ganon. So, yun lang for me. Yun lang yung mga reminders ko sa inyo. If ever, na-fail kayo sa isang demo lesson, kasi dalawa yun, di ba? So, first is a demo lesson with material, and second is a demo lesson with free conversation. So, if ever na-fail kayo sa isa, that means that yung status nyo is magiging retraining. Retraining means that you need to book again for another training. And I'm not sure kung when ka makapag-book ulit kasi I think you need to have parang you need to wait for 1 month para makapag-book ka ulit during sa training mo. Okay? So, pero again, if we will compare, mas okay na yung retraining kasi kaysa sa failed talaga, 'di ba? Kasi yung failed, you need to come back after 6 months pa from the date of your training. And then after 6 months, if gusto mong bumalik and mag-apply ulit, then parang you need to go back again sa first process. Like the English test, yung internet connection test, ganun. Pero if retraining yung status mo, then you just have to book for another training and you will undergo training again and you will do the demo lesson again. So, ganun siya. Ganun yung process sa Ingo. So, again, sa lahat ng mga nagtatanong dyan, if ever hiring pa ba yung Ingo, so I'm really sorry to inform you, but nag-freeze hiring muna yung Ingo. So, hindi muna sila nag-accept ng mga applicants kasi sa dami ng nag-a-apply, parang gusto nilang ma-focus muna yung mga applicants na parang for training na. Kasi parang wala nang masyadong available schedules na talaga dahil sa dami ng applicants kasi you really need to undergo training eh. And alam mo naman yung mga admin sa Ingo or mga recruitment team, parang konti lang sila and then ang daming applicants. So, they need to freeze the hiring or to stop the hiring temporarily para ma-focus sila doon and ma-entertain nila yung yung iba't ibang mga applicants para walang masyadong pending applicants. All right? So, now, yun lang naman for yung mga reminders ko sa inyo. So, again, I hope you have learned something in this live. So, okay. Oh, hi, JN. SME. Oh, hello, JN. Uy, mag-apply ka na. Pag-apply na, basin ganahan ka. But anyway, ang Ingo is nag-stop ang hiring, so that's why you can apply another ESL ESL company. So again, I'm inviting everyone to please attend my free training for you, especially for beginners, first timers, yung mga walang experience talaga sa online teaching. I'm inviting you to please join with me in our training next week. Okay, so that would be next week, Mondays to Fridays at 8 p.m. All right. So para 'yon talaga sa mga online aspiring tutors. If you really wanted to know how to start online teaching. So that is a step-by-step guide on becoming an online tutor. So again, I hope makatulong sa inyo yung training na gagawin natin next week and makaland kayo ng job, makahanap kayo ng mga ESL company na talagang at that will really suit your qualification talaga. And again, I'm inviting everyone also to please follow my Facebook page. So if you search it Tutor Jill, so lalabas na yung Facebook page ko. And also if you want to copy the link, I've put it in the comment section. So just copy on that link and search it in Facebook. Put it in the URL. Okay? So, do you have any questions or any clarifications regarding the demo lessons sa Ingo? So, ako talaga yung experience ko dito sa sa demo lesson ng Ingo. So, naka-experience talaga ako ng parang na, yung parang ang cold ng treatment ng evaluator ko. So, parang ang lakas ng energy ko sa greeting part and then when I notice na parang hindi siya masyadong masalita or hindi siya masyadong madaldal, so parang sinasabi ko, ay baka hindi ako gusto nito or baka ayaw niya sa akin or baka ayaw niya yung way of teaching ko. Yun yung nasa utak ko pero hindi ko pinapairal kasi magiging negative na ako kapag parang sinunod ko yung ganong klaseng mindset. So what I did, hindi talaga ako nagpadala sa negative or negativity. Pinursu ko pa rin yung pagiging lively tutor ko, pagiging cheerful tutor ko. So, hindi ko pinapakita sa kanya na naaapektuhan ako sa kanyang mood. Na parang, kasi parang pinapakita niya sa akin na bad mood siya or pinapakita niya sa akin na ayaw niyang magsalita. So, ganun. Kasi if nagtatanong ako, one question, one answer lang siya. So parang kung ano yung tanong mo, straight to the point yung answer niya. Hindi siya kagaya ng ibang evaluators na madaldal, yung parang kahit hindi ka nagtatanong, nag-share. So, ganung klaseng evaluator, parang effortless. Pero kapag na-timingan ka talaga ng mga evaluators na sobrang cold ng treatment, ganon. So, good luck na lang talaga. Kaya, that's why, ang advice ko talaga is you really need to prepare kasi it doesn't mean na you pass the English video test, you will have 100% na mapass mo rin itong demo lesson. Hindi po siya ganon. You still have a chance to really, talaga, to really fail on your demo lesson. Kaya parang 50-50 talaga to. Especially ngayon na parang ano sila, sobrang filter talaga nila kung sino talaga yung mga tutors na dapat talagang makapasok kasi nga sa daming applicants, 'di ba? So they really need to filter kung sino talagang karapat dapat. Parang ganun. Okay? Alright, so yun lang. Do you have anything, mga sasabihin or questions nyo? So the time is 9 p.m. Kasi if wala kayong mga tanong, I will end this live early. So, ayan. Thank you so much, by the way, for watching our live tonight. And I really hope na makatulong to sa inyo. It will give you an idea on how the demo lesson looks like. And it will give you an idea then or an information on the tips para ma-apply nyo then during your actual demo lesson. Okay? Alright. Wait lang. So, by the way, gagawin ko to every night ha. So if you're watching parang sa middle part na ng live natin, don't worry kasi meron pa naman bukas. You can watch or you can join again with our demo lesson every night at 8 p.m. Okay? So you can also follow my Facebook page. You can also join our group page. And don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification para ma-notify kayo if ever I have some live sessions and new uploads. Ma-notify kayo doon para makita nyo din agad. Alright? So I think wala nang mga questions, no? So, ayun. Thank you so much to teachers for watching. And I hope to see you again tomorrow at 8 p.m. So, same time, same place. Okay? So, again ha, mag-follow kayo sa Facebook page ko kasi andun yung mga updates regarding Ingo and also some online ESL companies. Okay? So thank you so much, teachers, for watching and being with me for tonight. I hope you have a good night and God bless. Thank you. Bye bye.